I'm a person that loves sports and was a good athlete. I understand sports really well. He gave him a red card. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't think it meant much.
We just don't have the players, man. Simple enough. We just don't have the players.
Since my last video, huge streamer IShowSpeed has been the victim of multiple harassment campaigns while streaming at the World Cup, one of them coming from a woman who called IShowSpeed a family-friendly N-word who should go back to his own country. Even though the Argentina versus Cape Verde match the two of them attended was being played in America, which is where IShowSpeed lives. And finally, people around the world are sick and tired of the blatant corruption that's been happening in the World Cup, from the horrible refereeing that blatantly favors one team over the other, to the most recent drama that involves Donald Trump, who got in touch with the president of FIFA, Infantino, and got him to rescind a red card that one of the players from the American team received last match. And a lot of people around the world are calling this situation a blatant display of political interference, special treatment, and tampering. But first, we have to talk about IShowSpeed, who has recently been the victim of multiple harassment campaigns, despite being one of the very few streamers who didn't let fame get into his head. Now, IShowSpeed has been traveling non-stop between the US and Canada to watch and stream as many World Cup games as possible. In fact, whenever Speed would appear on people's social media feed, he was always seen wearing a different team jersey depending on which World Cup game he was watching, which prompted people to start asking themselves what team was IShowSpeed even a fan of. And I just love how IShowSpeed is acting like a sped here. But memes aside, if you know anything about IShowSpeed, you know that he's Ronaldo's #1 fan, which of course by default makes him Messi's #1 up, which is why Speed's been doing his best to attend every Argentina World Cup game just to root for the opposing team while wearing their jersey. But I don't know if it's just me, but I am praying that IShowSpeed doesn't wear a Norway or a France jersey anytime soon, because I'm gonna be honest here, guys, whenever he wears the jersey of a team, they always end up losing for some reason. But this is how we arrived to the unfortunate situation from a few days ago that involves Speed and a couple of weirdos during the Cape Verde versus Argentina World Cup match. Now, let me preface this by saying that fans of two opposing teams bantering with one another is nothing new, but there's a big difference between banter and racism fueled by hatred. For example, when a random kid gave IShowSpeed the family-friendly finger, I found that to be funny as f***. You a bad kid. I'm gonna tell your mom. That's something I would consider to be friendly banter. After all, IShowSpeed has made it clear countless times in the past that he's Messi's #1 up. So I think we can all agree when I said that family-friendly finger from that kid is fair game. But while IShowSpeed was watching the Cape Verde versus Argentina World Cup match, a random Argentinian fan started calling IShowSpeed out of nowhere a family-friendly N-word who should go back home.
What are you saying? What are you saying? Like, what are you even saying, bro? What are you saying? What are you saying?
Some reports are saying that the woman called IShowSpeed a family-friendly N-word who should go back home, and if true, that's kind of funny considering the fact that the match was being played in the US, which is where IShowSpeed is from. So by that logic, some would say that it's the woman who should go back home. Now, for the people who fear, understandably so, that this clip was taken out of context, and fear the possibility of people on the internet mistranslating what the woman was saying to Speed, let me be clear. This woman even went viral in Argentina, and they're all condemning her actions over there as well. But most importantly, they admit that the woman was being racist towards Speed and called him a family-friendly N-word who should go back home. But I'm happy to see that a lot of Argentinians seem to be in agreement that this woman is disgusting, and this is not what football banter should be about. Smash like and subscribe if this woman should go back to the kitchen, should go back home. Even FIFA themselves got involved and opened an investigation on the woman, and she now faces being permanently banned from attending the World Cup ever again. This whole situation unfortunately gets much worse, guys. As you can probably guess from the jersey that IShowSpeed was wearing during the Cape Verde versus Argentina match, Cape Verde unfortunately lost, and some would say thanks to Speed. This prompted Speed to show up to the most recent Argentina game, this time against Egypt, where he was once again getting cooked by some fans.
What's wrong with that guy?
Now, I've seen a lot of people push the narrative that this old man was mimicking a gorilla and was pretty much calling IShowSpeed a gorilla. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, but for me, personally, I don't know if I see it. I mean, I guess to me, it's like, there is no way that the guy who actually looks like an overweight gorilla is calling Speed a gorilla. One thing's for sure is that y'all Argentina fans need to calm the fuck down. Because over these past few days, I've been seeing countless clips of Argentina fans acting up. For example, I saw a clip of Argentina fans throwing beer at Muslim people after winning against Egypt. By the way, huge props to this old man who was doing his best to keep the peace and who was telling his own Argentinian side to calm the fuck down. Smash like and subscribe for big unk respect. But you would think that you would crash out after losing and not after winning. But this does remind me of the New York Knicks fans who started destroying and looting their own city after winning the NBA Finals. But going back to IShowSpeed, it is kinda sad to see that football banter has devolved into calling IShowSpeed a family-friendly N-word when it should be about, I don't know, calling Ronaldo Pinaldo in front of him. Funny, harmless stuff like that, right? And that's the thing, right? IShowSpeed is one of the rare popular influencers where they're saying, we made the right guy famous, can actually apply to. Unlike nuisance influencers such as Jack Dortard. I mean, all the clips that I've seen of IShowSpeed during this World Cup have been nothing short of wholesome. I mean, here's a clip of IShowSpeed literally helping fans of the Japanese World Cup team clean up the trash within the stadium even though Japan lost and got eliminated. But there was also a clip that moved my heart of Speed spotting one of his fans and immediately recognizing the fact that his fan had a mental condition. And as a result, Speed decided to gift him some tickets to the World Cup match that was happening at the time.
Yo, he need a Ronaldo jersey. Y'all going to the game? Y'all not going to the game? Does he watch football? You watch football? You wanna watch Ronaldo? You wanna watch Ronaldo? Is he saying yes? Hey, bro. Hey, we should get them tickets for the football game. What y'all doing today? Hey.
The kid and the mom actually ended up showing up to the game afterwards. Now, I've seen some people straight up condone the woman's actions and saying that her calling IShowSpeed a family-friendly N-word was fine and karma for IShowSpeed being supposedly racist himself 4 years ago.
Bro,
and come back. Come here. Come back. Why you got on Argentina, bro?
English, no.
Konnichiwa? Konnichiwa?
No, Chinese.
Konnichiwa, Argentina.
Chinese, no konnichiwa.
Boing, boing, boing.
Now, I'm not here to condone IShowSpeed's actions here, but possible. I'm sure we all remember his Valorant era.
I'm not a noob, alright? God damn.
You don't know how to play the game.
What? What? Is a talking to me? Is a female talking to me?
I personally think it's unfair. Asian people. Speed actually had a very wholesome moment with a Chinese man about a week ago where he actually showed out of nowhere to his chat that he bothered to learn some Mandarin.
He's from China? You from China?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, how he feeling from China?
Yeah.
How he feeling from China? Tell the street stuff for China, man.
Yeah.
Said, hey, you gotta listen, you gotta get everybody that's in the stream watching right now, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, Portugal needs to win this game today. Give them some motivation, bro. Turn them up, bro.
Yeah, I'm very. I'm English very bad. Yeah.
Okay.冷静.
Yeah.
我说
Yeah.
我说中文.
Oh yeah.
请问说我的直播加油我的直播加油中国加油朋友要加油 Yes! Hey, that's what I'm talking.
IShowSpeed has clearly shown over the years that he's matured, and this kind of hate is nothing short of pathetic. But now we gotta talk about the recent blatant display of corruption within the World Cup that's got everybody riled up. Essentially, a few days ago, Team USA lost their star striker Fullerin Balogun to an extremely controversial red card. I personally found that red card to be bogus. Nevertheless, players understand that red cards stick and are very rarely rescinded. In fact, the last red card to be rescinded during the World Cup dates back to 1962, and even that incident was regarded as highly controversial for being the result of political interference. Now, in case you don't know what a red card does in football, well, that red card made it so that star striker Balogun wouldn't be able to play a crucial elimination game against Belgium at the World Cup. It's the equivalent of Kevin Durant being unable to play a crucial game in the NBA playoffs. But leave it to Donald Trump to save America and to brag during a news conference about how he called the president of FIFA, Infantino, and got him to rescind the red card on Balogun.
So I saw the play, and I'm a person that loves sports and was a good athlete, and I understand sports really well. Our best player, or one of our best players, a very vital player, and he gave him a red card. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't think it meant much.
How the fuck you gonna say you understand sports really well but not know what a red card is? Smash like and subscribe if Trump might be a LARPer.
Then I started hearing that means he can't play in the next game, at least in the next game. I said, boy, that's a big, if it happened to another player, it would have been unfair, but when they take your best player or just about. They have some great players, and they say you can't play. That's very unfair. That's, it's one thing to penalize somebody for the game, but how do you penalize them for a game that hasn't been played yet? It's very unfair. You can't do that. So, yes, I asked for a review by FIFA. I spoke to a man who's highly respected. He really pushed it in this country. I'm the one that got them to do it. It was not Biden. Biden was asleep.
And then he starts talking about Biden out of nowhere for some reason. But thanks to Trump's call with Infantino, Balogun's red card got rescinded, which got a lot of people around the world to start asking themselves, had this happened to another country, let's say a random country like Cape Verde, let's say one of their star players got a red card, could they have gotten the president of FIFA, Infantino, on the line and got him to rescind that red card? I think we all know the answer, guys. But this whole scandal ended up not mattering at all because Team USA got destroyed by Belgium. Now, this is my personal message to Donald Trump. You need to deport Team USA's goalkeeper ASAP. I don't know where America got that goalkeeper from. I don't know if y'all got him for free instead of a Happy Meal from McDonald's or something, but man, my boy was buns. Unfortunately, I can't show you footage of that goalkeeper being ass because I'm gonna get struck by FIFA, but I might as well show you some footage of XQC playing as a goalkeeper because it's pretty much the same shit. I don't know what was going on with that goalkeeper, but at one point, it really seemed like he got concussed out of nowhere because he started playing like a backside defender because he literally ran away from his own goalpost by like 5 kilometers. That guy was not playing like a goalkeeper for a national team. He was playing like a Make-A-Wish kid who somehow became the goalkeeper for a World Cup team. And I'm not the only one who thinks this. Even streamer Jinxie crashed out after witnessing how horrible Team USA was.
And Mauricio Pochettino, you saw him there looking at the replay of that on their screen. Nobody goes to what are we doing? It was the thing we said before. Why is this a fucking middle school team?
Team USA's horrible performance made that guy so mad that he literally blew up his webcam by throwing his headphones at it. I mean, it gets even worse. When Team USA lost, Jinxie removed his shirt and started farting. I guess that was his way of grieving or something?
We just don't have the players, man. Simple enough. We just don't have the players. We just don't have the players, man. Our best players are literally 6 out of 10 players in Europe. It is what it is, bro.
Smash like and subscribe if XQC would have been a better goalkeeper for Team USA.
Money, 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 money.